I think the entire internet is having problems today, by the way.
Yeah.
That's just, it's a lot of stuff.
Crashing, Steam was crashing for me.
I was actually playing a round of Overwatch earlier.
People still play that?
Oh yeah, but it was in the middle of a match. You know, Overwatch is very stable. In the middle of a match, the entire game just restarted for everyone. Not the client, but the match just restarted for everyone.
Oh, that's fun.
3 times within like 10 seconds.
Really?
That's weird.
Yeah, everyone was like, "What? What happened?" Within like 10.
Yeah, you guys would probably be more aware of it than I am, given you're still like active in IT. But weren't there like huge rolling Oz and Azure outages over the last week?
I haven't been hit by any myself until today.
I didn't notice anything. Saw that.
Oh,
Speaking of,
there goes the church.
I don't think it's internet issue.
I mean, church is just haunted.
I know.
Speaking of,
Got to demonstrate the whole idea there.
Yep.
That was a unexpected restart of Discord for no reason.
Beautiful.
No, Discord's been doing this for everybody for a while.
I don't know what you're talking about. Discord's as stable as everything. It's perfect.
Game's canceled. Church can't make it.
Bye.
3 minutes on Discord.
I'm right here. What are you talking about? So needy.
The viewers, you're like, they don't come here for the show. They don't come here.
They're here for the beard. They want to see the beard progress.
Sure.
Yeah,
But
shave that off.
it's No Shave November.
Didn't you shave it off before? Like,
No, I had a light beard 2 weeks ago.
all right. Inko, what do you remember from last session?
I got a fancy new gun. Yeah.
When did that come into play?
He did actually do that. He stole one of the blasters off of the
Yes.
stormtroopers.
There's nothing fancy about that.
It was better than my pistol.
Fair.
We blew up some speeder bikes.
Oh, that broke my heart.
Did happen.
We were supposed to try and ride the speeder bike, but somebody blew it up instead. I don't remember specifically who.
Who would do that?
I shot a stormtrooper in the head while he was crawling on the ground, begging for mercy. And
I may have contributed to the reason why he was crawling on the ground.
I think we killed his friend too, but we were going to GTFO because we alerted the local constabulary.
Well, they were the local constabulary.
Well, they were definitely alerted then.
Yeah. No, we did. We did do that.
I don't know. Somebody fill in the gaps.
We did make it out. Anvash had a way out through the perimeter.
Yeah.
We convened outside of that particular sector, and we even made it to a local spice den. Our goal being to find a factory worker to suborn to our side through bribery, intimidation, or just the application of lots of drugs. We're going to wing it, really. That's the kind of crew we are. It is the... I'm struggling here. It's the golden something. Help me, team.
Oh, I lost my notes.
The Golden Way.
The Golden Way.
That's
There we go. It is the Golden Way Spice Den. It is an up-and-coming spot, so it's still got kind of a fancier clientele than the low-down spice dens of our own home sectors.
It's little bit more of a club.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to?
Yeah, I think we had literally just come in the door.
Yeah. So when you first walked in, I think I described it where there's.
I got a light side.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, we
Dang
gotta
it.
roll.
Almost forgot
I think you did.
why I keep you guys around.
I might have the only light side.
I think so.
You do.
There's a
Just for
change.
rolling that, you can use it.
I think that's the first time I've rolled dark side points, actually.
All right. And now we need.
Yep.
Let me actually. If it rolls high, I rolled 73.
73.
Heck, not true.
I think we escape at 73.
Yeah.
This crew's not nearly as heavy.
Yeah, last crew, like I could roll a 1.
Yep.
Like I don't think there was a single person, the Julie Evan, who had an obligation under 5.
Oh, I did because you told me not to go in with a bunch of
Because the
obligations.
church had like an obligation of like 40.
Something like that.
I had a
I
lot.
was
Church
told
had
to
like
take a lot of
40.
obligation because that's how
Yeah.
you get bonus experience for
That's how you
starting
get
your
the
character.
experience. It's so hard to get experience. Hell, even I had 30 something.
I think I still have a bunch.
We're at 40 now. 50. 6 goblins. You guys are safe.
Hey.
This is one of the first times. Not true. That all that's true. A fat old 0.
Whew, yeah.
Beautiful.
Good on you guys. Actually did really well. Not getting last.
Mhm. IG took some hits, but we got them fixed up.
Yeah. By the way, I
subtracted it from my character sheet already.
okay. Do you have enough to cover?
Yeah.
To trust?
Yeah. It's covered.
He still had his proceeds.
I did. I won. I'm a big race car
Okay.
winner. And then I won some gambling monies.
Go on, Jerry.
Well, I didn't have to buy a new gun, so
If I had taken that damage, I would have had to sell my left arm to pay and fix my right.
see. Cybernetic enhancements.
All right.
They're good for you.
So you guys walk in, and as you walk in, the tables that actually come out. All of the tables, they're circular in nature and have circular that kind of are seated around. There's people scattered throughout it. There's this kind of shimmering that seems to just hang in the air, and the room smells of this sweet scent. As you walk in, though, you are greeted by a couple of bouncers and reception. She looks you over and says, have the a female human wearing what looked like a
I speak up and say, "Oh, of course I've been here before." And I pull out that little symbol thing that I had. It says, "Let's pick up this here last time I was here."
apologize. I don't recognize. I usually have a memory for face. So since
Oh, I blend in.
as a repeat customer, I guess you have a reservation.
Yes, I do. Check. It's under SARS Inn. Is it there? Made it a couple weeks ago.
How are you going? Like, how are you going to pull this?
Well, let's see if I'm gonna be. I like to think that I'm charming, but I doubt it. So I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna go with the deception roll here.
Okay.
Anvash will back him up on charm.
There you
As
go.
he deceives, Anvash will go, "Ah, come on, mate. I know you've got us covered for this one, don't you? We've been planning it for months."
I know. I'm working. So as I glance
All
back, I
smiles.
give him that fake smile and that wink at Anvash, and I turn around to deceptively charm this woman here. So let me get the roll here.
So
Oops, I'm on the wrong page. Yeah, go ahead.
before you do, give your like describe to me how like
Oh, it's
or
not.
not.
It's
How
not
are you
charm.
trying to deceive them? They're holding a clip. So
Okay, so as I look over, I try to peek up over the clipboard stand, and I try to hold my name down. As I go down the list, I kind of create confusion at the same time by moving the list. Like I'm assuming it's like a data pad, so I like move
yeah.
the data pad so it moves along and gets out of place. And I'm sorry about that. Here, it's no, come back, and I grab it, I pull it forward. I'm just creating a distraction as I'm trying
Okay.
to talk.
Go ahead and roll. That'll be go with 2 purple.
Okay.
Can I have a boost because I'm helping?
Yeah.
2 purple, 3 green, and a blue. There you go. 2 successes, 1 advantage.
Okay. So with that, she kind of steps. Sir, please don't
Oh,
touch.
sorry,
Don't.
sorry.
Oh,
So I'm on the list there somewhere.
oh,
Come on, I made this 2 weeks ago.
okay. Well, all right. Please show yourself in, but as you know, no weapons allowed inside.
Of
Perfect.
course.
So right about this time, I'm gonna walk in, staring backwards out the door as I do, and nail my head firmly on the door. Also, probably get my gun sideways stuck in the door and kind of yank at it a couple times trying to get through.
No, you gotta rotate it. You gotta rotate it.
Oh, ow. Ugh.
How strict is this no weapons policy?
Very. I mean,
Posted everywhere.
yeah. This is we can't have. It's kind of a rough area, and I completely understand why area side. Uh, you know, we run a very up upstanding business here. We don't want any of the riffraff, and occasionally people come in want to conduct some business that things altercations happen. In the first week we were open, we had to have the Nayas come, blood in the carpet. We had to reupholster many. It's simpler this way. Our guards here will check them. You'll get a receipt. You can pick them up when you.
Point of objection.
IG, and Anvash is turning to him where his mouth will not be visible to the woman or to the bodyguards. And he's going to mouth at you on the assumption that a droid can, reconstruct language from lip reading pretty easily.
Yeah, we can do that. Uh-huh.
Just
What are
give
you-
him ones that detach.
I am a billion credit weapons system, gesturing broadly at myself.
Me too.
They didn't need to know that.
She kind of looks at the guards, and the guards just kind of shrug.
So I pull out my blaster. I do the whole spin it up as I pick it up, hand it the handle side out to the guard, and say, "Expect to take good care of this."
I'm
What?
sorry. What was that?
No, I pull out the blaster pistol, do the spin as I pick it up and hand it out to him. The handle side first. I expect you'll take good care of this.
Yeah. Yes. He walks over to a wall, the main bounce, types in a pin number, and this big steel, what I'll call a coat pod, shoots out of the wall, and it's just fine weapon. And each weapon bay has different. I'll consider it like a locker. So he goes, puts your gun in the locker, out, and say chip a number on.
I grab the chip, I turn back to the others, and I say, "All right, guys, let's just take it easy in here. Let's do what we came to do."
Mhm.
Okay.
Is there anyone who
Flesh.
doesn't want to turn over their weapon that wants to try and
Um,
Yeah.
It's
I
is-
had
that
a
is not
different
my
idea.
isn't it, IG? Just
had a different
pretend like they're
idea,
your
but-
hands.
I mean, okay, so IG will reluctantly go over to this wall depot and begin surrendering weapons. But I'm imagining it kind of like like the scenes in the comedy movie where the guy just keeps pulling guns
Yes.
out of nowhere, and just before you continuously larger and larger pieces. Like, okay, here's a pistol, and here's a pistol, and then here's a rifle, and then like detach an arm. Pull like a knife out of a thigh pad, and
Don't we just check IG in? I mean,
I should just wait outside.
Yes, that
Uh,
that may be best.
Anvash surrenders his pistol, but I want to note this is incredibly important. His pistol is an absolute piece of shit. It is beat up. It will jam. It's not even supposed to be able to jam. It doesn't have a mechanism that should be jammable, but it will jam. He had a nicer one, and he bargained it away for some credits so they could keep trading.
So, how big is this guard?
They're too large, not as big as. Let's compare him to like an old Vin, not a young.
Okay. So I'll walk up just a little uncomfortably close. Kind of look down at him, look him up and down, and roll my shoulder back a couple times. And I'll unsling my rifle, kind of shove it into his chest.
He kind of just grabs it with both hands.
You gotta lift that one with the legs.
What's the encumbrance? I was really hoping you
3.
try to hide.
3.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I've still got my holdout blaster.
Okay. And that what's the encumbrance on?
1.
Anyone else keeping a weapon on?
See, the deadliest weapon is the silver tongue, and I will be keeping that.
I will not be keeping any designated weapons on my person. But as I walk past this large guard, I'm just going to turn my head to him and say, 27.
You're never.
27. He said.
27.
What about
The number of ways I could still kill you without weapons.
Defense droid. Yeah, you'll have to cut him some slack. It is his job, of course.
are you insured?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, of course. Or at least, he is. The insurance works a little funny. It's technically attached to him.
I never had it. Or
neither have I.
He is definitively unarmed. Point at the IG unit, literally took off his own arm.
yeah, as long as you can vouch for him, I guess it's
Exactly. Winks at IG.
all right. So with that, she waves enter.
Be eyeing the guard the whole way.
As we
Eyeing
walk
the other
in,
occupants of the building, I'm less concerned with the guard.
yeah. As we walk in, Anvash mutters to the group, breathe lightly unless you want a fancy new habit. He takes shallow breaths the entire time he's in the spice den. He knows it can be a touch addictive.
Okay.
As I walk in, I kind of open my arms up. I turn around to the rest of the group saying, just enjoy the experience, gentlemen.
Do we really want Sam to get high right now?
At your body weight, you might be immune.
I do not breathe, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're
yeah.
fine.
Unaffected by toxins and poisons. So I would assume that drugs are toxins or poisons.
Mhm.
Trying to find the drug.
Yeah. I don't know if there's actually an official rule for that. I just think Anvash is paranoid about it.
No, that's actually
Somewhere there is. I've never used it though. So
yeah. There was a custom
Bunch
one I had
of
found.
smugglers but no psychonauts.
Here we
Well, I didn't say that, but he's careful about spice.
recreation. Have a bush.
That makes
spice,
sense. You never get high on your own supply.
Mm-hmm.
glitter stem, gunjack spice, impact, Herrick spice, macron herb, marin gold.
Haha.
Oh, this is actually
golden way?
fantastic. A narcotic from engine lubricant subjected to a bombardment of Moa. When dosed,
Love
you
it.
gain a bonus to all cunning and presence checks till the end of the count.
Oh,
Totally worth it.
are you sure I can't drink toxins?
I'm sure we could find something that works on you, but it'd probably be a
Yes.
bit more like a mildly benevolent virus.
Oh, ew. No, we'll pass. I don't need to get dewormed
Awesome.
today.
Yeah, I don't see this one working. A narcotic from engine lubricant. That's not necessarily smoke.
That sounds like a drink.
Yeah.
Well, never. Well, you know, because meth
Topical.
is a narcotic that's made out of like toilet cleaner.
What is?
Meth.
Methamphetamines.
Isn't
Although
meth made out of many things?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
but like
think
toilet cleaner is one of them.
I think the toilet cleaner is a reactant, but it's a long ass chain.
I think we need to we're probably
Let's
violating
not-
TOS somewhere.
Yes. Let's consider.
Sorry, wrong campaign. I forgot where I was.
Yes.
Yeah, please post the how to make the meth down below.
Nobody click that.
Alright.
All right. I'm gonna.
Anyway, where
take
were
one.
we?
Go ahead. Yeah, you're walking.
Alright,
You're walking
yeah,
through.
okay.
You're here. What do you look?
I'm keeping a swivel eye out for other patrons.
There's many patrons. The place is
I'm
pretty packed considering around the what I'll call an hour.
Yeah.
Shifts
I think
over.
we're gonna figure out a way to find out who we're looking for here.
I propose a use of our one singular light side force token.
I got no problem with it.
Works for me.
I recommend we use it to identify one underworld figure in this bar that we know and can associate with. And we go over and we start, trading for information on the patrons. Somebody's got to be working this club. It's far too valuable a place for nobody from our side of the law to be here working something.
I don't really have any contacts here.
Yeah, it'll be, Sarzan or Sam or me probably who knows the guy, but he just needs to be here.
Yeah, Anvash is gonna have the connections.
Why is
Find
it-
someone.
Yeah, just, eye across the bar, notice down in the corner, there's old, what's a stupid name? Do we have any stupid names in the hopper that we need to put in because
Name
somebody
redemption.
requested it? Yeah.
Let's Let's see if good old name redemption is available to help us in our quest.
Open brackets, insert name here, close brackets. Is standing at the corner of the bar.
Kool-Aid Man. Yeah, this one actually. Buffer.
Yeah.
So appropriate.
Buffer overflow, constantly malfunctioning like mid-tier translation droid turned con man, is at the end of the bar.
All right, Ginkgo, you just deemed your own name.
Sweet.
And I will flip the token.
So buffer overflows your contact, or is that the Imperial officer?
The contact. I was going to let you supply the Imperial officer because probably you had something in mind or had thought about it. Don't say if you did or not. Do not say that. Do not give away plans or lack of plans, but I am willing to cause buffer overflow to appear out of thin air.
Good. Both everything and nothing.
Perfect.
Okay. So yeah, at the end of the bar you find buffer overflow. He's wearing like a worn out base suit. Got, like, all over. Kind of got the twitch.
Yeah. Sidle up to him. Ah, Buff. How's the old servos, mate?
Ah! Where'd you come from?
I just walked in the front door, same as I get in everywhere.
I didn't think they like.
Oh, please. First time in the joint. I'm not known around these parts yet. I wanted to conduct some trading with you. I figure you're a working man and you might have a little bit of information.
I don't know. The last time I
You don't have to do anything with me. We've got a whole crew, we've got a whole job. We're not cutting you in, we're paying you off.
my own mom won't talk after the last job you pulled.
Nobody will ever know I was here. Certainly not that I spoke to you.
All right, but
I mean, it sounds like you did Buff a favor.
So I explained to Buff, if he's been casing the joint, we would love to be pointed at employees of this type from this factory. I don't believe we ever named the factory. We know it's an Imperial one. But we know the factory. I say this to Buff.
okay. I don't know. Those are the dark kind of mess there, Host.
Well, I'm sure you remember from the last job. Messing with them is kind of my business.
That's
But again, we never heard of you. You never heard of us. Don't worry about that.
all right. What do you?
Just need some fellow with a recent spice addiction happens to work down at the docks of that factory. Or in logistics, loading, however they care to call it these days.
If you get an R&D engineer, that'd be okay too.
Ah, come on, Buff. I know you put on the face, but I know you're here working too.
He's kind of looking around over. Dock work stuff. But there's probably a couple of the boss type. They might I think Uh, Calderon probably talk to. I think maybe.
Ah, there's the buff I know. There's the buff I know. Let's agree upon a price here, and then you give us the point.
I mean, in these parts, I think just take it on good faith, and I don't want any part. What?
All right, buff. All right. I'm stung, but don't worry. I'll remember that favor.
I actually,
Oh, please enlighten me.
kind of he turned around again, like bar.
Mhm.
He's kind of just looking around the room, trying to be nonchalant. Looks over at you and he kind of cocks his head to the back corner. Where there's the circular seat where there's about 4 the obnoxious.
All right, I give him the scope. What am I looking at? Apart from an obnoxious prick in a hat.
Roll perception.
All right.
We'll make it one.
Okay.
But I'm gonna flip one of these dark side and give you. I'm gonna give you a setback.
Sure.
We're gonna say just with crowd, drugs in the air, that
Mhm.
haze that's hanging there. It just
Seems fair. Let me double check that I don't have something useful here. I know I can cancel setback dice, but it's on deception rolls, not perception rolls, that I can cancel setback dice. Important to keep in mind, though. Yeah, that's from a talent's convincing demeanor. But yeah, I'll roll it. Hey, we in there.
1 success, 3 advantage. All right, so notice that just from the fact that they're all in uniform, they're most definitely office of the
Mhm.
empire. From what you can tell where you're at, the way their kind of body posture and everything is, they've been here probably for a little while, partake,
Mhm.
and they're probably stoned out there.
Okay. Are there open seats at the table, or is 4 full up?
No, you could probably fit, I'd say 6 per table.
Okay. Anvash kind of visibly bites his lip and he goes, "Oh, it's... Some days the schmoozing is a bit harder."
What are they? Can you tell what they're doing? Like, are they just like loafing back,
Yeah,
like baked, or are they engaged in some sort of like table activity
I've never
aside from
I've never been baked,
smoke
so I
a
don't know what's
shitload?
involved in that.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I guess I can be the regional expert. Maybe are they playing cards or dice or
No, they're
just smoking?
they're just sitting there. They all have kind of one. I'm gonna call it a straw hose. They're just kind of like sit back, kind of hands on their gut, straw kind of the hose kind of from their mouth. The one that got targeted, see him occasionally just take a couple puffs off.
So while they're doing this, Sam is literally just standing behind them, kind of. we don't want to see Sam get stoned.
No.
Ironically,
I think the second
IG is going to end up being the soberest person in this building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Sam's also strapped, so just keep that in mind.
I think the second hand exposure would take a very long time to get Sam.
I hope so. I don't know what I'd have to roll for that.
We'll see how the
All right. So
I lean over to
turns.
Anvash.
Yeah.
I lean over. I said, "So you're gonna have to do some pretty smooth talking on this one, aren't you?"
Well, it's not so much the talking. That is what I do. It's more who I'm talking to. You look at that. That's a non-com. It's non-com trooper right there. It's gonna be a bit of a trick. Keep myself from starting some.
I put my hand on his shoulder and I squeeze as I pat it down. And I said, "Well, don't. I hope your reputation doesn't get soured by this one. So have at it."
My reputation. We'll talk about my reputation.
Request.
Yeah, IG.
Let me deal with them. It would be so much fun.
We'll get to your bit. Are they gambling? I don't know.
No.
We established that they're not gambling.
No, they're not. They're just like they look like they're just there chill after a long day.
Mm-hmm. All right. So here's the plan.
Would we know that?
Go on.
Like, would we be able to blackmail them based on having knowledge and information of them spending leisure time in uniform in a drug den?
You could try.
And
We might use that, but you don't want to do that when all four of them are there. You want to isolate before you blackmail.
well, yes, but I'm a recording unit, so
That is powerful, and you should.
keep that in mind. But
Yeah.
just put that on the table.
Here's the plan.
Okay.
This is out loud to the team, but in a hushed tone. We go up. Saw's in. It's you and me at the table. I'm going to sit down, invite ourselves to smoke. When I set it up, I'm going to up the dose on the pipe, and I'm not going to actually smoke any of it. We'll let them get a little more into the spice. Then we start to work, and we want to isolate that one in the hat, Calderon. We want to learn things about him. And hopefully, we can get him away from his mates. We pull that off, I think we've got a chance.
All right.
What's our odds of impersonating internal affairs? I'm thinking pretty low.
Imperial?
Internal affairs, yeah.
Sorry, I was kind of looking at his own reflection here, going,
I mean,
Nah, we don't really have the look.
if you want, go ahead and try. Depending on how you RP it is how difficult I'm gonna make you.
Well, here's the thing. One, we can get him incredibly high first. Two, I have pretty good deception.
I mean, I think Imperial CIA are the people that use IG units.
Yeah, we've got an IG unit.
Like, I'm just one that went rogue.
Yeah.
So probably impersonating Imperial pretty well. Just be like, yo, see the
Look at the foundry mark.
like,
You recognize that?
it's an Imperial assassin. You know what they're here for?
Yeah.
So,
I don't even have to go over there. I'm just going to hang out at the bar.
do I
Get stoned, yes!
need to shoot somebody?
Not yet. You stand right here by IG. You have a good time. Look intimidating.
Then you hear that all throughout.
The bong hits. So intimidating. Just stand here next to IG.
Stand here.
And,
Look big.
well, I mean,
You're already doing a great job.
can I have some money?
SARS, can he have some money?
Yeah, and as I reach in and grab my credit chips and I hand them over to him, just don't spend it all. I need some of that.
Thank you.
This is gonna be funny.
Yeah.
All right. Showtime.
All right.
Okay.
You're in the lead here or there.
All right, we're going up to the table, bold face, opening line. No matter what they're doing, he says, "Excuse me, gents, place a bit full. Just trying to get in," and reaches in for a stem. That's one way to refer to the individual smoking elements of a shisha is the stem.
I'll follow suit. I go in and grab one as well, and I said, "It's been rough finding a table here."
And you see them kind of, they like grab at it. They're like a little.
Yeah. All right. So opening move is combined with, as I said, I'm gonna pretend that this does not function like an actual hookah does, where you have to, you've got to add literal some of your tobacco to it, your little block or whatever.
No, yeah, it all comes out.
It's got like a
comes.
valve.
Yeah, it's more like it comes out of it. All the table is part of the.
I'm going to surreptitiously increase the load.
Table bong.
Okay, there's like a little dial.
Yeah.
Do not drink the table water.
Do not drink the table water.
All right. Are you trying to be sly about?
I am, and I will roll what you feel is appropriate for it.
As he does that, I sit back and I try to gather their attention. I said, "Oh, it's just been a crazy trip that we've been on here, and so it's just nice to get back and get some relaxation." And as I reach down, I act like I'm turning my knob, and I'm getting ready to put the stem in to my mouth and wherever it's going here. And as I sit back and I try to draw all the attention to me so that they can't see him doing whatever he's doing.
Very nice.
Where did you put that?
Yeah, exactly.
I think this is one of the ones that you have to boof.
Yeah, well, however we do it.
What's your what's your? I'm gonna have you roll.
Sure. Stealth, or is it like skullduggery?
This will be
Okay.
Perception is cunning.
So it'll be purple.
All right. May I make a request?
Yes.
I would like a boost from SARS activities, and I will ask you, do they have a setback from being high already? They've been here a minute.
Yeah, I know. No.
They're
Matter of fact.
They're seasoned veterans.
Matter of fact.
Oh no, does spice increase your perception?
Add 3 setback dice.
Is that how that works? That's messed up. Can I have SARS boost?
Yes, you can have.
All right.
I'll work better next time.
It was a 2 purple?
2 purple, 3 black.
Dude. This is gonna fail.
You never know.
Can I?
It's gonna fail.
Oh, that's gonna fail.
Never mind. I was just about to say I was gonna create a distraction momentarily there.
You're good. You're good.
You
All
might-
they've noticed is me upping the dose a little bit. Maybe I'm just a hardened addict.
Yeah.
All right, so they notice. What do
You
they
reach
do?
over, they start spinning the dial, and the guy who's sitting close, he reaches over and he grabs your hand. No.
Oh, what?
We all got work tomorrow.
Now.
We're not here for that kind of.
All right, I'm gonna make another attempt. Are you ready? All right, I say, big tough guys like you, I'm sure you can handle a dose. I walked up, I thought that was an accident. I thought somebody turned it down on you. And I'd like to roll charm on him. I'm trying to hype him up. I'm giving him the machismo.
Okay. That will be against their tool. That'll be
All right, I'm rolling. We in there.
1 success, 1 advantage. Not here. You have.
Dude's going home with you tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, like he's like. All right. Well. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. I see what you mean. Someone did turn it down a little bit. I didn't even notice. I don't know how. Go ahead.
Anvash knows these types so well. He don't like them. He knows them. He says, yeah, I figured you guys had wanted a little bit more than that. And he turns it up, and he kind of disguises with his palm how much he's turned it up. He's just like, yeah. He gives it a big old twist. And then he kind of takes a hit sideways so the smoke travels directly out of his mouth, because this would likely kill him if he stayed at it too long.
But
it passes through, and whatever roll I should make to not inhale, we're gonna have to figure out mechanically how this activity is represented within the realm of Star Wars Fantasy Flight games.
Let me take. Yeah, we're getting heavy into drugs. We're Breaking Bad.
Can I make a quick question?
No, we're talking drugs.
No, this is about the drugs.
Not inhale.
Okay.
First off, how much money did I have given to me?
You had 200 credits given to you. That's all I had.
Jesus.
Okay. So,
all right, let's buy the bar.
I want to look over.
Everyone.
I want to look over at IG as I'm watching them, these little hijinks and shenanigans. Look, 100 credits says that this goes south really quickly, and we end up having to shoot our way out.
You have pitted IG against himself.
What? Yeah, of course it's going to, but I win either way. Either way, I get your credits or I get to shoot things. This is win-win for me.
Does that mean you're going to take the bet?
Oh, absolutely. I love bets that I can't lose.
You got the money to clear it?
Of course.
He is easily the wealthiest person here.
Yeah, more than I got. Especially now.
Let me look at my player sheet again. 1 second. Yeah, let me just 50 credits to my name.
You gotta start like walking dogs or something.
I need to turn this job around.
Get a paper route or something.
This is my profession. I steal things and I blow things up.
That's
right.
It's kind of feast and famine.
I'm looking up resilience right now.
Yes, it's one of those tricky ones because my intent here.
They might also ingest toxins either inadvertently while scavenging for malicious acquisition. Yeah, no.
All right, so my intention here is that Anvash is a smuggler, which means occasionally you partake for social reasons, but it's often advantageous to maintain a little bit of an edge. His goal is to basically fake it. There may still be some exposure. Indeed, it would be weird if there was not.
What race is Anvash? Like what species?
Twi'lek.
Do they have like them Kenny G things where they can breathe without breathing?
It's a good question, actually.
I don't
I'd
know
best
if
check that.
Twi'lek-
I mean, there's a lot of prominent Twi'lek singers in the galaxy, so I mean, it might stand to reason that they could do some crazy breath
They
manipulation.
got one weird thing, but I don't know if it was that. I'm going to check real fast because I should probably know this.
Yeah,
Because that'd be a pretty cool trick.
while that's gone, what are you guys doing?
Or maybe Sar, what do you have like gills or something that you breathe through?
No, it's pretty much same as humans.
Oh,
Because you know,
I'm not.
what? It doesn't look human. It
No,
looks organic, but
I was feeling
I have no fancy breathing. My only real physical benefit as a Twi'lek, apart from having the prehensile little head tentacles, is that I do very well in arid and hot environments. So if there are any setbacks imposed by that, I may remove them.
you
So
may end
no,
up
I might, but I have literally no extra abilities. I want it to simply be a trick of the trade. It can be skullduggery, it can be a deception. I'm not sure what else it would qualify as. What would be like a feat of minor dexterity? To fake taking a hit of spice. To take a very small hit and make it look like a very large hit.
I don't know if that falls.
Deception.
Yeah,
Deception,
no,
maybe?
that is deception. I'd allow.
All right, I'll take a deception. What should I roll it against?
Deception. Good.
We are learning some stuff about. Oh god, discipline. This is gonna be fun. We are learning some stuff about how to map skill interactions in this game.
Yeah. So their deception, or their. This is where I'm gonna have deception goes cunning. They're cunning too. So
All right, I take my 2 purple.
learn. I like it not all being planned out right.
0 successes, 4 advantages.
All right. Yeah. No. You did inhale.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. That I would love for that to be. I noticed that they're watching a little too closely while I try and fake it with the small hit, and I wind up just having to take the hit.
Now, I'll let you take resilience check because of
Sure.
like so your role mug have to have. I'll even give you have a natural. Started to build an immunities thing.
Sure. Resilience. What even is my resilience? It's it's a
Not
die.
good.
It is a die.
I mean, it's better than nothing, right?
Yeah, 1 is technically better than nothing. So a green and a boost. I will gladly take this. What am I rolling?
Against this drug.
All right. I don't even know what the effect
No,
of
I
this is.
completely forgot. Amp.
Yeah. I boosted that.
We're gonna make this.
Take a setback.
This be a 3 purple.
Hell yes. Hell yes. Sarzin, you're tagging in soon.
Don't know. My eyes are just kind of wide open, just watching him take a hit.
And
All right.
if you haven't rolled yet, give yourself
I
a
have not.
boost because you get an advantage from your 6.
Oh, okay.
So I'll give you a boost to be like start coughing or something. Don't take much if
Yep. All right, here we go. 0 successes, 4 threats. Do I escape? I don't know how that works.
so you feel this sense of just calm kind of kind of color around, and every person you look at, you feel like kind of see like a map, but instead of it being like red,
Mhm.
it's like a fluctuating color, and it's
Ooh.
always changing. And it's gradual. It's not always there. It kind of comes out.
All right. Gentlemen, I have a plan.
Oh
You're not there. You can't hear.
no, that was an out of
There-
character.
There is no metagaming at this moment. There's only
Yeah, no,
one
that
person.
was an out of character.
There's
So,
one person at the table. So did you announce to everyone at the table you have a plan?
no, that was out of character to the
Okay.
group here. The next bit is also not in character, but it is the plan.
Planning is over.
And Vash
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
was preparing to pretend to be internal affairs auditor. The result of taking a catastrophically heavy dose of spice. He now firmly believes that he is an internal affairs auditor. He's going forward with the plan, but the plan is fixed.
Do it.
That would be very funny.
I'm all for it. Go for it.
Is this acceptable? Chance. Shall I flip a token for it? This is a token requiring element.
No, it's not a token requiring. Go for
All
it.
right.
Like
we go.
how do you picture like an audit material?
Anvash has an incredibly low opinion of the Empire. I think that is important to note here. So he will think of them as being almost hilariously vindictive and like picture in your mind what the hell was the name of that movie? Jojo Rabbit. Have you seen Jojo Rabbit?
No.
There is a Nazi in Jojo Rabbit that was essentially a bank chair before becoming a member of the Nazi Party. He is ludicrously tall. He is incredibly bald. He has the most like peering sort of villainous mediocrity about him. That is what we're going for here.
Okay.
But so Anvash settles back in his seat for a moment with the calm, and then he comes back to, and he has kind of a different demeanor about him than Sar would have been used to. And he even sounds a little strange, slow, but also like he's affecting something. Says, what has you gentlemen so tired after your workday?
Well, everyone kind of.
Oh, yes, I just wanted to commiserate.
But
Oh, I trade. Mostly I trade around the more impoverished sectors, while they don't usually have the funds to purchase much of anything, they're willing to part with things for a song. So I make the rounds and I buy up what equipment might still be usable. A rough day, though. I was out and there was just nothing as far as the eye can see.
so
Combination of a scrapper and a salesman. The sales I conduct in these parts and up in the industrial sector. The scrapping best done out in the slums.
yeah, I mean there's There's a lot of trash around. Imagine you've picked up on that.
Yes, it is somewhat endemic.
I
Oh,
mean,
but he doesn't only do. He's more of a collector too. He doesn't just want to take.
Yes.
Yeah, don't settle for just the trash, my friend. Remember the
Fair,
collector.
fair. My friend's always looking out for my reputation. You sometimes find unusual things that have been abandoned out in the slums. They've never any idea what they've got, the bunch of refuse, but you can find things, one-offs, prototypes, abandoned, lost, and makes my day. Wish I could have seen something like that today. It would have made me feel a bit better.
yeah.
Today though, man, that was rough.
What was
It's gang violence out in... What sector are we from? Are we in 6? Is it 6 that we're from?
York. Don't.
All right, so we're from 3. Or we're in 3. All right, so in that case,
in
I say...
5, you're from.
Yes, all right, so I say it's gang violence out in 3 around that hover bike arena.
Yeah.
So we had to take cover, had to open fire. Absolute nightmare.
Yeah, those seem to be getting more and more brazen. I mean, yeah. Back for I mean, not before. When yeah, the- when it was in main industrial hub. Yeah, they're
Leaning in, listening to like every word, just like spit it out.
they're used a lot of people. Now it's just I kind of think it would have been nice to see the early hurt. Yeah.
Before my time on this particular planet, by the time I arrived, it was already a junk heap. Nah, the industrial sectors here, they put out some pretty merchandise back in the day, though. You still see bits of it round the place. Incredible engines and blaster chambers, repulsor lifts, all sorts of things. Some of the finest you can really get still out here on the rim.
Don't,
Bit of a shame.
don't
No, you don't.
No, but most people be willing to pay a good fortune for some of those smaller ones. You know, those rare ones that we seem to never come across.
Yeah, I find bits and pieces. Takes a specialist even to know what they are, but it's almost never whole. I gotta sell it off to some rich bastard halfway across the galaxy needs a spare part. Sure.
Uh-oh.
right now while gonna and
Oh.
she's gonna pour a tray art pours it. I'm twin character. Pours a tray of drink all over.
Excuse yourself, organic.
She's on the floor, on all fours. She grabs like a towel off a nearby counter, starts rubbing it down. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I was gonna yank her up off the floor.
And she's kind of on her knees right now, just wiping it down.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach up and kind of grip her under the armpit with one meaty hand, and
She just kind of looks at you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
yeah, I'm not hurting her. I'm just yoinking her up onto her feet. I imagine she probably weighs next to nothing.
All right, this is the perfect opportunity. Every crisis is an opportunity. Anvash excuses himself from the table and walks over. He gently removes Sam's hand from the waitress, flattens back down the outfit, and he says quietly, but loud enough that the table back there can hear, "Darling, you should be very careful with Imperial property." And then he looks at IG.
I'll just menacingly rotate.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't tell my boss my first. I really need this job. I got 2 kids at home. Next round, I'll give you a round.
Please, we're at the table right over here.
Out, just out. It'll be on the house.
All right. So Anvash walks back.
Okay. Sit back down at the table. What's IG doing? Staying at the bars.
I'll stay at the bar. I'm better as intimidation from afar.
From this distance, you can't see he took the other arm off.
What just happened?
So I did say that loud enough that they could overhear.
Okay.
I will, of course, deny it if they mention it.
Okay. I am very wet.
That's what. No, I'm not going to go there.
Yeah,
It's
we're
too
not
easy.
doing that. Sorry. That was a bad. Don't clip that.
That was too easy.
Do not. Nope. Nope. All right.
This is not.
Sorry, friends. Sorry.
So, what's the trip? Imperial.
Oh, that's an old defense spot I picked up. It's very important to stay safe out where I travel. It's quite handy. Waterproof, fortunately. It doesn't come up much here, but I'm glad of it now.
I haven't seen a hunk of junk like that. Those things generally him.
Oh, well. He's got a bit of age on him, but I wouldn't say that to his face. You should see him in a tussle.
No, I newer generation. Like easily twice.
Yeah, they're not as trustworthy as these older ones.
Put a restraining bolt on. Who would you tell?
No.
Oh, much like with people, our restraining bolts tend to come off, either on purpose or at inopportune moments. And I'm going to give Calderon a look. It should be a look like Anvash is an Imperial auditor and knows something about him. I want him to feel something. I want him to feel the cold hand of the Empire on his back.
I want you to roll coercion.
Coercion?
Yeah.
Is that a stat?
Yep.
Okay, that is a stat. I had to check. I hadn't used it before. What is my difficulty?
3 per.
Because I'm bad at coercion, I'm trying to think of what I can do to improve my odds here. I can flip a token for a boost, can I not?
You could.
Can IG be extra coercion because he is so threatening? I have just implied that I have an IG assassin droid without a restraining bolt sitting at the bar.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Flawless. I can't double up on those, can I?
No.
I didn't think so. Ain't.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying.
I know you are.
So
He's just picking the wrong stats is what he's doing.
Yeah.
he looks at you. He seeks the like he sees you looking over and he's like, and he runs like he books it out of the bar. He like,
Oh, that kind of failure. That's even funnier.
yeah, like he sees you looking at him. He's just like, stop, don't. So he's no, and he books it.
Oh god, that's funny. Shit, anybody's probably reacting faster than Anvash right now. That was a big hit.
Everyone at the table now is kind of looking at you side eye, a little.
Wonder what was wrong with him.
I think we may need to head on out too there on Vosh. Time to take off like him.
I suppose the time is coming. Gentlemen.
So as you guys are talking, this male ARCONA.
Yeah. Yep.
Got this dark created with brown, just kind of saunter up. He has these golden eyes that they have like this glitter, and over everyone at
Mm.
and then he looks over. Oh, we need to have a talk. You owe me big. You're back, or well, you're back due. Been sitting here footing your bill for this addiction. You've made me promises. Time to pay up. The Imperial
Oh.
at the table. And he's like, he looks at me, he goes, Slith, just, paycheck's behind. I'll have the money due at the end of the week. I swear, I promise. We have a shipment going off next week. We're gonna get paid. I've heard from headquarters that in a week. Can't cut me off. And he just looks at everyone at the table, looks at the Imperial. Used to them.
All right. Can I do a dumb thing?
Maybe.
I would love to do a dumb thing. It's not helpful anymore, which is why it's funnier. Anvash is still convinced that he's Imperial Internal Affairs right now. I'm going to claim that Anvash has a basic familiarity with their operational handbook, being that he has infiltrated them before to cause havoc, etc., etc. Can I quote the regulation at him that prevents Imperial officers from taking and failing to disclose debts of sizes, which is fairly true for high-ranking military officers in the real world? You have a certain obligation of disclosure to maintain your clearance.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I would like to quote a regulation. I'm going to make up the number, but here we go. That sounds like a sizable debt. I believe under, let's see, Officers Charter 3-C155. You're supposed to have disclosed such debts to your superior. Isn't that right? What was his name, Jacobian?
Yeah.
All right. Isn't that right, Jacobian?
Now's not that. Just not now. Slith, and he turns back to Slith. Can't cut it. And Slith is just more looking at you. And like, I'm done cutting you off. until the payment comes. But I'm more interested in. We don't have very many off-worlders.
Here.
Oh, this is gonna be great. All right, one sec. I would like to specify in advance that this is deception so that I do not die. Because as much as I might be pretending right now, I'm not actually Imperial Internal Affairs. So I'm going to lie to this man. So I'm going to stand up and say to him very quietly, maybe Jacobian can't even hear it. I think if you turn and you look at the bar over there, you will see an IG assassin droid. That would be my IG assassin droid. Well, technically he's department property, but we are working on this one together.
Can I see the attention shift to our direction?
At this moment, I give Sam the look that I've known, and I'm going to flip a token for this, saying that I give him that look that we've had that communication. Like, you need to get over here now.
Okay.
We have a connection. We know each other long enough that I can give him that quick look.
Yeah.
I'll immediately, like, just not even thinking about it, just start stomping that direction, just hard-eyed, bulked up, hands on my hips, ready to fucking tumble.
Biggest man in any room. I continue to slith. Now I know you might have some business with this man, but we have his charter, and I think our business is going to go first.
And you were rolling for that, or that?
I will roll for this, yes. I'm prepared to roll deception to deceive this man into thinking that I am here from the Empire to wreck shit, generally.
Go ahead and roll that with 2 purple into from Sam.
Thump, 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 thump.
I am a liar.
All right. No need for hostility.
I would hope not.
I'm a business myself. What you tell me? You're here for say charter.
I did, but if I were you, I wouldn't say it too loud.
What kind of charter? And you've got all this muscle and whatever it is.
Snort.
He looks at this thing he's referring Star.
Of course he is.
Anvash lowers his eyes at him and he says, I'm sure you knew you were selling to an Imperial officer.
Oh, most definitely.
Well,
most steady income I have here.
They're answerable to certain people like me.
I'm going to flip another.
I am prepared to flip a token myself, but you went first, so you get it. Yeah, I can't flip it to counter whatever you're doing. I can flip it to do something else.
He's actually. I'm gonna flip more from a knowledge. He's gonna look at you and say, "I'm not too familiar. I've ever met what race? Sorry,
Twi'lek. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Duros?
me? Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
you're a Duros,
Yeah,
right?
Duros. Yeah.
I can't say I've ever met a Duros who was employed by the Empire.
Oh, I'm not employed by the Empire. I'm employed by him.
Most Empire I've met, view people of your type of the lesser sort.
Sometimes we get the dirty jobs, you might say.
As small and as frail as I am, I come up to him face to face, the non-nose to nose, saying, the lesser sort, like me?
I want to
By
stand.
this time, I'm hoping that Sam is like right behind
Oh
him.
yeah, I am right behind him, looming over him, just mad as hell right now.
So
Because he is my courage. He is all my courage.
Like this is the death stare.
That
right
sounds
here.
like an intimidation right there.
I flipped another token.
Oh.
Shit, we gotta start using these.
All right.
Ooh, I've been saving them. So he calmly just reaches into his pocket, pulls out a small little guy's head, opens it up, and pulls out just a little cigarette, lights, takes a couple drags, puffs on it, looks around, everyone takes a long drag, turns around, Sam standing behind him, kind of takes a little startled back, blows a big puff of smoke right into Sam. Sam, I'd like you to take a resilience check.
All right.
Ooh. I feel like he has more resilience than me.
Probably.
Any extra dice here?
Uh,
I will say I
with-
was immediately a little suspicious when he pulled this out.
That's what she said. Does it work? Does it better fit? That's that. On a roll. The not a P13. No overstream.
No,
We're
we didn't do
subtracting
that.
purple dice for every bad joke you tell, though, right?
I mean, like we had a time to boof of like what 25 minutes. This is not PG-13.
Yeah.
Do not ask for clarification. Ginkgo do not provide clarification.
No, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna be the hard.
So how many purples? Any purples?
Since this has not been intensified, we'll go with 2 purple.
Three successes, one
Body
advantage.
weight. Body weight.
Yeah. So like you get this like just blast of smoke, and it has this like real unnaturally sweet scent to it, and your eyes kind of fog over real quick, and like just see this haze of gold speckled, and then you're just like back to zone.
I would like to flip a token.
Oh.
Okay.
There's my token flipped. I'm going to flip a token and shake that off and just angrily grab him both sides of the head, lift him up off the ground, and headbutt the ever loving shit out of him and let him just fall back on the table.
Okay. Yeah. Roll for initiative.
Oh, come now. Come now. Can we not disguise this? Did that not take him out?
You just took out the owner of the establishment.
Oh, that's the guy who owned the place? That's perfect.
And I don't know if you took him out yet. Probably. Roll brawl. We'll see. We won't roll for initiative. Let's see if what
All right.
Sam lands first.
So with the flip token, what do I add to that?
I have been making my way to the exit.
What, to seal the doors?
To get your arm
Obviously.
back.
I'd like my arm.
I need my arm. I need that to hold and both be a gun.
Well, let's see how the hit goes first, because I might not play this off, depending on how it. Let you by flipping a token and up 20.
So what? Add to what?
Change one of the greens to a yellow, or add a green if you're all yellows.
You'd be rolling your brawl. You can be unarmed, like armed combat.
Okay. So change a green to a yellow. Anything else?
You just flipped one token. No.
No, I mean like purples.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to know what he's rolling against. We will not add purples if you
Yeah,
don't tell
I'll
us.
just do a clean roll without purples. That's fine.
17 successes.
You're engaged, which double check. I can't believe I don't have this memory. Is
I
it 2
didn't
purple?
open the book today. I didn't open my book tonight, but yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. All right, 2 purple. I need to
1
reorganize.
success, 3 advantage.
So yeah, you hit him square on. He lands back on the table. Not.
Daze him at least.
Yeah,
Doesn't you touch there, Sam?
he's dazed. He's confused. He's kind of shaking it off. As this though, a bunch of people jump up at their table. There's bodyguard at the main doors are now like alert. You see the person at the bar reaching underneath the bar.
I'm pulling my pistol out and putting it to the guy's head.
Oh shit!
Shit got real.
Can we?
I'm putting it to his head and looking around like expectantly.
Whoa. You see him put his hands up. He's on the table. He's just kind of shaking his head. That's wow.
That was rude.
It was also
Apparently, we are overstaying our welcome.
and Vash is going to lean in.
We will be leaving.
And Vash is going to lean in. Biggest deception roll of my life. Here we go. I'm going to flip a token for something if I need it. It is very, very illegal to attempt to drug an officer of Imperial Internal Affairs. However, this is your establishment. And I'm going to say that I know his hookup. I know what connection he has to the Empire in order to get his operation here kind of overlooked in this sector, which is kind of upper class, so he would have to have some sort of connection. He would have to have a fixer. So I'm going to say I know who that is. That's my token. So I know his hookup. It's some guy. Would you like to provide a name? Shall we use another silly name?
Silly names are the best ones.
Not marking them off.
We never have NPCs.
We're always in situations where we don't have anyone to name them with.
Buffle Biffle.
Buffle Biffle.
They're always donated at times where the crazy silly names would make sense in the story, though.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
Well, like we spent an entire season like underwater with no one else around, and people.
We
were
met some
redeeming.
elves.
You need
Dragon.
some psychic mermaids or something.
All right, but so I'm leaned in, and I just said that it's very illegal to attempt to drug an Imperial officer of Imperial Internal Affairs. He says, now, this is your establishment. In fact, I happen to be familiar with the man that you communicate with to keep this establishment open. Mr. Biffle and I are well known to each other. So, out of respect for him, and out of consideration for you, we will simply let this thing slide. The Empire will not show up here in the middle of the night and ruin your livelihood. And your man at the bar will put his blaster down.
I would like to assist his role with my awesome intimidation of having a freaking blaster at his head.
I can make any. They're intimidating. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely take more of this. As far as I'm concerned, Jacoby, never show your face here again.
Yes. Jacoby, as a matter of fact, why don't you come with us?
Kind of steps aside and kind of waves him through with the eye like you should follow.
I assure you it would be wise.
I'm double
I'll give him
checking.
this.
I'm double
I'm gonna
checking the
stink
addiction.
eye. Giving him the stink eye.
Give me a second. I'm checking the addiction.
Mm.
He goes up.
Perfect. Whew. Should we take our break at that point? We slipped our way out.
Instead of taking a break, we'll just call it.
All right.
We'll wrap up the session.
Sure.
This is a good breaking point. You guys enjoy your next.
This is what you meant, right?
Yes, this is perfect work.
It's totally the railroad we had planned.
He blew smoke in my face. Rude.
I did.
I'm gonna rearm myself
But
Yes.
before we leave.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, the security
You know,
at this point is like, okay,
I kind of conveniently
You're
hand my
leaving? Get out of here.
card back. Said, I'd like
you
my
get
gun back.
they're like tickets. So yeah, they give you your weapon back after all this. You get the sense that the Golden Way hasn't seen this kind of action in quite a while.
Oh,
now
they've
you
had
know.
all the...
Now you know why guns aren't allowed.
Yes.
They started it.
Technically true.
I was standing at the bar
Damn,
being
you
really
finished it.
good. I was being really good.
I didn't even murder that poor dumb organic who spilled liquid on me.
Oh, she was a sweetheart.
That was very kind of you.
I very kindly helped her up.
Yeah, she was scared.
As she should be.
Yes, fear is a correct response.
Sam is a big teddy bear. He's just doing what he's expected.
So
All right.
here's some things I want you guys to consider for the next session. Is now you've got the mean.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing? You guys remember like why? It's been a while. That's why I'm bringing.
I know we're trying to do a race.
Right.
Yeah, there was a race. We needed an edge in the race. This was going to be taken back to our hookup at the bar we started at to get our man Sar on a bike and get a little bit of credits.
Right. That's what I want to make sure. Like you guys, like if you were planning
yeah.
on smuggling it at the dock somewhere.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to get it back across town if we do that.
Yeah. Just with how long it's been since fresh the tolls are. At the same time, you could be like, through these bikers, we can make bank off this thing. That's allowed too.
I think we can make bank off of it twice. We can win the race and then sell it on again.
You could win the race. You keep the bike with a pretty sweet lift.
Big
on it.
old prototype repulsor lift on it.
I mean, you guys remember the ship you had?
I don't have a ship.
Well,
I don't remember the name of it, but yes,
yeah. I mean that ship
I
had room
suppose-
for two.
Does
seater.
IG own property? Is that
No, you're like
don't you dare
you're the
call me
new
property?
guy.
I know, but I came in on a ship.
That's
Just
fine.
out
Leave
of,
Bespin
like-
with.
Yeah. Out of the interest of character continuity, Anvash is too broke to own a ship. It's Sar's ship.
Technically,
Elijah's.
Elijah ship.
Yes.
I have no ownership stake there. If I had, I'd have sold it.
Good. It's the group.
It's Elijah's ship who Sam is so connected to, and I am still connected through Sam. Out of he disagrees with her, but you know
Business is business. Sometimes you need
that's
a ship.
right.
Yeah.
She lets me fly it.
All right.
So how does everyone's schedule look for December 3rd?
I'll be here.
know.
Maybe.
I'm still good for the 3rd.
I am not good. I am not good. I will be engaged in birthday festivities.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Not mine. Not mine. Mine's at the end of the month. with the prim, Hannah.
Do you guys want to do it?
I would be more available earlier in the week.
How's everyone schedule?
Weeknights are pretty rough. I might be able to work something out though. For me, anything if it's a weeknight, can't be a Thursday. That's the only catch.
Okay. Well, we'll work this out in Discord.
Yeah.
And if it,
Okay.
That's a wise decision.
we could always
Great call.
do a double up type thing. If we missed the third, it's not gonna be Black Friday. I got Black Beer Friday on. We could always do maybe the 10th, the 17th. If you guys want to do back Friday, catch. But we'll discuss. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Works for everyone.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, we'll work it out in the Discord.
Yeah.
Go stream. How do you feel about the direction? It's not but not the same as what you saw on the last heist, right? Enough difference.
Oh yeah, and different people too.
Yeah, we get to be different people.
And play it kind of differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this time we get to do it with the veiled threat of intimidation.
Of incredible violence.
Instead of like, just goofy dumble our way through it.
No, I think these always go really well and smoothly, and it's just fun to improvise.
Yep.
Mhm. Yeah, we have fun.
All right, cool. Everyone can add 50 experience.
Ooh, okay.
50?
That is a lot.
50.
Just
Yeah,
to
you're
warn
right.
you.
I'm sorry. I
I like 50.
5.
No, stop
5.
it. Don't.
I add a decimal. 5.
What?
I think if you gave me 50
I think you said 50.
experience,
You're right. That you've leveled up master.
yeah, I could buy like 4 talents.
Welcome to the drugs you just for them.
Oh damn! I need more of that.
It's 5 experience.
I heard 50.
I
Dude, I did.
I was deciphering 50 or 15. I didn't get 5.
No, 5. I added a 10 decimal place wrong.
Are you sure it can't be 50?
Not.
Well, that's what I heard the first time.
You did.
I'm gonna have to.
I heard it, so it's already entered into the.
That is
applied mode.
that is you have a fair point. As you walk out of the building, a chunk of the building falls off.
Oh,
Enjoy the 50.
50 whole
I
experience.
didn't hear that part. So
You have to work out how to spend this. I've actually got some to spend for once.
Yeah, 5.
I need to refresh my understanding of the rules on spending experience after character creation.
So, block I believe is I have to double check. It's either 5 or 10 for each block.
Well, it progressively gets more expensive as you go down.
But that's buying talents, and now I think it's not possible to buy more. You can't buy more core stats; those are fixed.
Right.
Yeah.
Fixed. You can
But-
upgrade your dice.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. So you can
Yeah, so
upgrade greens to yellows basically by taking proficiency levels.
Yes, if you're so let's say that you need to raise your, for example, coordination. On mine, I have 1 rank of coordination, and so that gives me a yellow and 3 greens. If I want to raise it up 1, I'm trying to go from 1 to 2. Since it is a career skill, it costs me 5 times the number I'm going up. So since I'm going 1 to 2, it costs me 10. If it's a non-career skill, it's 10. So if it would be 10 to 1 to 2, it'd be 10 times 2 for 20. So it costs me double to go up if it's a non-career. So it's basically just I mean, if you do it all in the character creator too, you can add it in there. It tells you what the points are too.
All right.
So you can you can up those skills. You can also buy new specializations too. So say you wanted to pick up another specialization in your.
I was thinking of going into the politician one as well.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm there yet. I think I need to build out my skills down here as a smuggler first. But yeah, that was my question.
Only one thing that I I don't know if I would like when in today's session I would like to see. I mean, you told us what you were gonna do. Uh, Jacob, when you said you wanted to, like, I want to try doing this. I just want to see you just say it. I'm doing it, and just go. I mean,
Alright.
like, don't preface it. I mean, I would have been just like, oh god, he just did that. How am I going to react to that? You know,
Hell, I can go that style.
Yeah.
that's
I do the call outs on purpose because
uh,
like, you know, a lot of the time, especially in the other games, there people need a little more time to think of what their characters are going to do because those are a lot less improvisational.
okay.
Uh,
The way I picture Star Wars is it's so
oh
reactionary.
yeah, I'll just
You know?
play it fluid.
Yeah.
If
So
everybody's cool with that, I'd be glad to. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
that's my suggestion. When you said I want to do this, like, oh, do it.
And with the group that we have, I think
Yeah.
that'll fit well, especially since we're very loose with the story's
Uh-huh.
very loose. We're coming in. I have a roadmap. Have characters. Like I have one person. I was like, all right, this session, this is gonna be the person I focus. And then you guys
Yeah.
screw him up.
Lay
It
'em
got
on the
spooked.
table.
It happens.
No, but yeah, no, it's fantastic. Now, Spice has vendetta.
And
Yeah.
we have obligation all of a sudden.
Yeah, not yet. I would, if you did it slightly different, I was gonna set a stage for obligation. But no, you guys, you did it in a way to where there's no obligation.
Nobody died. He's got a bit of a headache.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to go back. Have a minor addiction. We'll
Maybe.
find out in a
Still-
few days.
We'll find
Yeah.
out.
All right. No,
Right.
I had fun. I need to spend more
Thanks,
time
guys.
researching drugs on the planet.
Yeah.
You have to tell us
And
things about
apparently that's where we want to go.
The Star Wars
All right.
Breaking Bad.
Do not look up how to boof. Do not do that. Yep, don't. You don't want to know.
All
I
right.
won't.
Thanks for tuning in.
Good night. all.
Alrighty. Have a good one.